This element of luck. I've heard you guys mention luck in both of your stories, both now, both in the past. And it seems that this is something entrepreneurs always cherish in their success and always tip their hat towards. And I want to understand, what do you guys think the role of luck played in your success, and how do you actually even cultivate it? It seems like some people seems to always have more luck going consistently on their side. Is there a way to cultivate luck?
Oh man, cultivate luck. I think it comes down to the repetitions, right? The more you keep coming back, the more you keep showing up, the better life continues to get. And if you learn, it's the difference between the people that learn from their mistakes and don't learn from their mistakes as well, right? If you keep unlocking new growth, unlocking new challenges, like that's when the luck just continues to grow. But yeah, I mean, super lucky, right? Like the night I created Crossnet, 2017, three broke college kids on a couch, and first 2 hours of brainstorming, a bunch of shitty ideas. 2 more hours go on, bunch more shitty ideas. 6 hours in, our best friend was about to leave and he was going to drive home, and he's like, no, one more hour. And in that last hour, he wrote down four-way volleyball on a piece of paper that changed my life forever, right? It's like little things like that. Influencer video in Latvia blows up and has 60 million views in 24 hours, and Target comes knocking the next day. It's little moments like that that just seem so crazy, but it's really been the grind every single day to unlock them.
And I'll add to that and say what Chris is describing is what I call opportunistic luck. And the great analogy that I love, because he mentioned, you post a video, it goes viral. Next thing you know, Target's sending you $1 million. Is that lucky? To me, that's opportunistic luck. And what does that mean? The best example I have is you're a scuba diver. You practice scuba diving your whole life. You're on a beach. Some guy comes and goes, hey, I located this treasure chest. The bottom over there, it's about 100 meters deep. Who can get me it? And you happen to be there, trained, professional. You've been scuba diving your whole life with your tanks, and you're like, oh my God, me. And you go and you scuba dive and you get the treasure. Was that person lucky? Well, I'll tell you one thing. If Chris and I were on the beach, we ain't getting the treasure because for sure we don't scuba dive. You know what I mean? So you can say, was that person lucky or was it opportunistic luck? They were preparing for that moment their whole life. If Chris doesn't start a company, take a chance on himself. If Chris doesn't post the video and hoping and praying, that future virality, that future target moment doesn't come. So the real answer is, how do you bring more luck into your life? One, you need to practice recognizing it, because it's very easy to just take that moment, I'm sure you did this anyways, but you could take that moment and be like, we need 10 more videos. It's like, wait a second, like, let's just sit with this for a second. This was pretty cool. Let's just change our business, right? So one is recognize the moment. The second thing is, how do I do more things? How do I do more stuff, right? Because sitting around and looking at the sky and praying that $1 million are going to fall out of it, that's not going to happen. What's most likely to happen is if you keep doing things, trying, tasting, testing, doing things that you don't know are going to work or not, and you do it with good integrity and good intention, odds are things start to fall into you instead of away from you, and you get to have those viral moments, your treasure chests. Those things happen. I sold my business from a LinkedIn post. I made a post. Some guy invited me of our Dragon's Den pitch, which is like Shark Tank. Some guy invited me to a charity gala to pitch 300 people in a live auction type thing, where people would vote who's the best pitch. Guy in the crowd comes to me, you got to meet my friend. That friend 2 months later ends up being the guy who ends up buying my business, right? Was it lucky? Hell yeah. But what if I didn't go to the charity event? What if I didn't want to get off my ass and do it? What if I was like, it's not worth it? What if I didn't prepare for the pitch and put everything I got into it? What if I missed that Zoom call, right? So you got to do things that give you the opportunity to get luck. So that's why I'm a big believer in opportunistic luck. It's like, I've never seen a guy, maybe it happens. You walk on the street, I don't know where you stub your toe and it ends up being a gold bar. Like, very, very, very unlikely.
I think that's amazing to hear. And there's a couple things I've already picked up from the conversation, being like, okay, if you're cultivating luck, there's the don't be afraid of the rejection side that Chris, you talked a lot about, particularly with the sales experience. There's a whole aspect of, hey, if you're connected to the right people, then this seems to multiply the luck, and being part of something like Founders Club just makes it so that these serendipitous, accidental connections just turn up on high level And now it just seems like luck is raining down on you because you're always 1 degree away from someone who knows someone who has the answer from you, or directly to the person who can help you.
Thank you so much for listening to the Selling with Love podcast. We have some previous episodes you can tune into right here. And if you prefer the short form content where you get to the point in under 10 minutes, we do have a ton of clips from our best episodes that are being shared on this channel as well. So pick which one supports you the most. And of course, thank you for liking, subscribing, and of course, selling with love.